is my food haul from this week, my epic vegan healthy food haul. All the things that I'll be using not only this week, but some that I will be using this week, next week, and maybe for a couple of weeks to come, the things that are more shelf stable that will last longer. Welcome to another video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alyssa and my channel Plants and Recreation is all about documenting my journey to get healthy and fit on a plant-based diet. So I challenged myself to track my macros every single day for 100 days and make a video on YouTube showing you how I eat according to the IIFYM, if it fits your macros method, but as a vegan, what I eat, how I track it in MyFitnessPal, my workouts, some recipes, all different kinds of things that I am doing to get healthy and fit this year. So today is day 65 of that 100-day commitment, and I did go to the gym this morning, so let me show you my workout real quick. Today's Tuesday, so it was more of a cardio-based day at the gym that I go to. So if you have any questions about the workout or any of the exercises that are on the board, let me know in the comments down below and I would be happy to explain them or go more into depth about them for you. Also, I mentioned in yesterday's video, my weigh-in and physique update, that I was thinking about perhaps weighing myself every morning and showing you the fluctuation of how much my weight actually changes on a daily basis, rather than just week to week, which doesn't always show that much of what's actually going on. And I asked you to let me know in the comments down below if that was something that you're interested in, but I realized I didn't really give you a whole lot of time to let me know and see the video. So I think that might be something that I do next week if enough people are interested in seeing that. Okay, now on to today's video. Today, I thought I would show you an example of what I buy and what I keep on hand for my healthy meals. Now, I don't buy this much food on a weekly basis, but it just so happened that this week, a lot of things that are staples for me, I was running low on, so I stocked up, and a lot of these things will last more than a week. But since I bought them all this weekend, I thought I would show you my epic food haul for healthy vegan food. So I'm gonna start with the frozen items and work my way down to the pantry items to give you an idea of the things that I use to make healthy meals on a weekly basis. I got all this food from 3 different places: Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and Costco. Some of them you'll see are Whole Foods brand foods. Some of them you'll see are Costco brand foods. Some of them are 365, the Whole Food brand, store brand. And others are name brand foods that aren't associated with one store or another. So the first thing is this giant bag of stir-fry frozen vegetables. I got this from Costco. It is the Costco brand. And I didn't think I liked frozen vegetables until I tried this, and these are actually really good. They're very fresh. They don't come out soggy when you make them, and it's a huge bag that will last us for at least probably 2 weeks. Next, also from Costco, also the Costco Kirkland brand, is this giant bag of mixed berries. I use this to top my oatmeal with. I'll also put it in a smoothie. I'll also put it on top of my protein pudding. So lots of different uses for this. This will also last me a pretty long time. Next are these little frozen cubes that I have found that come in super handy. I used to buy garlic and basil and ginger, and now I just buy them in these little cubes. So they're in the frozen section and they're individually portioned. You keep them in the freezer and then you just pop them out into your blender if you're making a dressing, or into your pan if you're doing a stir fry. So convenient, so much easier than chopping all these things up. So this one is garlic, and this one is the ginger, and then they also have basil, and you can just pop one of those in, and they're very good and very handy. Next frozen item is from Whole Foods, and it is the 365 brand of green peas. And what I like about the Whole Foods frozen vegetables and frozen peas and edamame and other things are that they're all non-GMO verified. So even if I don't buy organic, I know I'm not getting GMO foods. So these are frozen peas, and this will last probably about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, although we have been really loving peas lately, so they might go even quicker. I also got a bag of their yellow corn, also non-GMO, and also the store brand of Whole Foods. Now this will last a lot longer because I don't eat a lot of corn. Maybe I'll put a quarter of a cup or half a cup in a salad every now and then. I much prefer to have fresh corn off the cob, but it is a lot more convenient to keep it in the freezer. And I'm really getting into this, keep things conveniently in the freezer and don't have to worry about them spoiling. So the next thing that I have from Whole Foods is also from their 365 brand, and it is frozen chopped spinach and their leafy green blend. This is collard greens, kale, and mustard greens, and I love sauteing these up in a pan with garlic and peas and either edamame or chickpeas and broccoli, and topping them with some tahini and sriracha. That is like one of my favorite meals. So I got a bag of each of those. And then finally from the frozen section, a bag of the 365 shelled edamame. I will just snack on these on their own, or I'll put them in my stir fry. I love edamame and they're a great, great source of protein. Okay, moving on from the frozen foods, I have my produce. So some of this I got today from a local farmer's market, and some of it is from Trader Joe's. But I went to the farmer's market, and I always look to see what the zucchini looks like because you know my love of zucchini, and I love using it for my ice cream and my smoothies when it's frozen to add some bulk and some extra nutrients. But I do have a bunch left over from the last time I went there when they had really big ones. So I only bought a few, and they are a good size. So 1 or 2 of these might go into some zucchini noodles or a stir fry. They might not all get frozen for ice cream or smoothies. Next, bananas. I always pick up bananas. These are very green. I actually picked up 2 bunches at 2 different places, but I only put the 1 bunch out. These are greener, the other ones are more yellow, so they ripen at different stages, so I can freeze them or use them on top of my oatmeal or my chia pudding. So bananas are a big staple for me. And then this week I am planning on having cauliflower mash. So I got a cauliflower, but also last week I used cauliflower as a Spanish rice, as like raw cauliflower made into rice in the food processor. So I got a cauliflower for that this week. And then I'm also planning on making, with the cauliflower mash, on the side some green beans. I have not made any green beans to show you guys what I would do with them, but I bought green beans. I personally prefer the French cut ones. They're thinner than the regular string beans. So I bought these for a meal on Wednesday. I'll show you what I eat. And then I got scallions because I plan to have a couple of salads this week and some tofu scrambles, and I love scallions in both of those things. And mushrooms to put in my tofu scramble as well. And then to finish off the produce at Trader Joe's, I got shredded Brussels sprouts, and I got this shredded green and red cabbage with carrots blend. So these will go in a stir fry. You've seen me make those before. And this will probably go in a salad with my raw vegan ranch dressing. I plan to have that a couple of times this week. Now this is not all the fresh produce that I eat. However, I have some left over from last week. I have some lettuce that I got at Costco in like a big 7 heads of lettuce romaine in 1 package, and those are organic that you can get at Costco. So I have some of those left over that I'll use for my salads, and I have a giant bag of carrots that I got, and I have some tomatoes left over. So this is not all of the fresh produce, it's just a sample of what I needed to get for this week. Moving right on down the line, let's go this way. So next is my refrigerated items. So when I was at Trader Joe's, I don't buy this very often, but I don't know why. I got their organic tempeh, 3-grain tempeh. And this is an excellent source of vegan protein. It is fermented soy. and it comes in a block, and I will either slice it up or crumble it up. I think I'm planning on crumbling it on top and mixing it with either marinara or salsa and putting it on top of my cauliflower mash. So I got 1 block of tempeh. I got 2 blocks of the Whole Foods brand extra firm tofu. I love to press this and make it into a scramble or cube it up and put it in a stir fry. So I got 2 of those. And I got 2 silken tofu. This is Morinu brand, and I like to use these in smoothies or ice cream, and they throw it in the blender with frozen bananas or frozen berries and zucchini, of course, frozen, and they make a great protein-packed smoothie or smoothie bowl or ice cream. And then finally at Trader Joe's, I got their brand of, I think everything at their store is their own brand, but almost everything. So I got their unsweetened, not flavored, original soy milk. Pretty much Whole Foods has their own brand as well, and there's all those different brands that are on the shelves now in almost every market that you go to. I tend to happen to like the Trader Joe's taste and texture and everything about the Trader Joe's one. So when I go there, since it's not the most convenient place for me to go, I get more than one. So I stock up, and these don't expire till the end of May, so they'll be used in plenty of time. Moving down the line, I'm now at my pantry staples, and I like to buy in bulk whenever I can. So here I have some nutritional yeast that I got in bulk at Whole Foods in their bulk section, and when I get home I just throw it into a mason jar and keep it in the pantry, as I do with all of the bulk items. So when I get low, I just leave a little bit left in so I know what was in the jar, so I know what I need to restock. So I need a nutritional yeast this week. I'm also running low on shredded coconut, so I got some unsweetened shredded coconut, which will also go in the mason jar in the pantry. And lentils. I've been really loving lentils lately for their high protein content and their taste because they're delicious. So I needed to restock up on some lentils. So those will also go in a mason jar in the pantry. And then finally, I got cacao nibs. Now Whole Foods used to have cacao nibs, raw unsweetened cacao nibs in their bulk section, but I haven't seen it there for a while. So every time I go now, I end up buying some in a package. But anyways, cacao nibs for on top of my ice cream or in a smoothie or on top of my chia pudding or sometimes even in my oatmeal. And when I was at Whole Foods this week, I forgot that I wanted to make my raw vegan ranch dressing. So I did not get from the bulk section their cashews, but I got them from the farmer's market that I went to this morning. So cashews also kept in a mason jar in the pantry. Almost done. So I like to have a variety of beans. Now I could buy the beans dry and make them. I do actually have an Instant Pot, but I haven't actually figured out how to use it yet. I do need to figure out how to do that because I would much rather do that than buying cans, but I don't find anything wrong with the convenience of buying in cans. And this can has a non-BPA lining, and it is the Whole Foods brand, and they are very decently priced. So I got a can of navy beans, a couple of cans of garbanzo beans, and a couple of cans of black beans. Next, almost done, I got a can of marinara sauce. This is also 365 Whole Foods brand, and I will use this with the mashed cauliflower, and I can't remember if I'm using the lentils or the tempeh, probably both at some point this week, so make it like my Italian inspired dish. So pasta sauce, marinara sauce. My husband will probably also put it actually on pasta, and there is a dish that he likes to take for lunch that uses marinara sauce and quinoa, so a jar of marinara sauce. And finally, and this will last me probably a very long time, not as long as it used to because I'm really loving tahini more and more lately, but 365 brand, Whole Foods brand of tahini. I put this on my stir fries with the leafy greens. I love tahini, not only for the taste. The taste is a little bit of an acquired taste, I think. I don't think everybody necessarily loves it right off the bat, but the more I use it, the more I love it. And it's an excellent source of calcium. So this will last me, hopefully, for a little while. So that is it. That is my food haul from this week, my epic vegan healthy food haul. All the things that I'll be using not only this week, but some that I will be using this week, next week, and maybe for a couple of weeks to come, the things that are more shelf stable that will last longer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button below so you don't miss any of the videos that I post for the rest of my 100-day commitment to macro tracking and beyond. And as I do in every video, during this 100 days, here's a look at everything that I ate, my macros for everything that I ate throughout the day today. So here is my protein, fat, and carbs, my goal and what I actually ate. Here is the micronutrients that are shown in MyFitnessPal. And here is the pie chart showing the breakdown of protein, fat, and carbs into percentages. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a great day or night, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.